Stop using WordPress, Webflow, Wix, Framer. I can give you 6 alternatives to build a website apart from all this. Okay, if you're someone who's done using WordPress, Webflow, Framer, or Wix, and having issues with slow site, SEO being bad, conversions is less, and your team needs to have like a better and a faster CMS to manage your business, you're at the right place. I have to tell you that this video is definitely for you. In this video, I'll explain to you the best alternatives of these. You can skip this video if your business makes less than $1 million. But if you're making more than $1 million and you're still using WordPress, then I'm sorry, you're fighting giants in the competition. They have AK-47 and you just have a sword. Um, why did you do this mistakes? Obviously, there are multiple reasons for that. I don't want to get into this, but one thing that you have to notice is big companies, say for example, let me just zoom into this. Big companies like Figma or say DocuSign, and you can use a Vapalizer tool to actually see what kind of CMSs they use, Atlassian, and many other big companies, right? They end up using headless CMS. Now, all these companies, I notice absolutely none of them have WordPress in them, or Wix in them, or Webflow in them. And you should know why, right? Like, now there are signs that you should always see, the problems that you have to see. Now, what happened with WordPress is you have bloated plugins, constant security patches, and poor performance. That's the first thing. Now, with Webflow, what happens is obviously beautiful design, but then you have limitation in CMS scaling, and it really becomes expensive as the traffic grows. With Wix, obviously, if you're like a very small business, we totally understand going with Wix. It's fine for small businesses. But at the end of the day, even you know that as the business grows and it scales, there is a lack of flexibility, and when you're thinking of operations, you need like real good flexibility in terms of tech that you're using. Framer, obviously great for landing pages, but not built for like enterprise grade SEO or content management. So these are some of the reasons and signs you should always look into. That brings me to the most important topic about what are the 6 important headless CMS that I'm talking about. Um, First one is Sanity, Directives, Builder.io, Storyblock, Contentful, and Strapi. Now, these 6, there are multiple other headless CMS out there in the market, but these are the 6 CMSs that we have constantly worked over and over again, and we understand that these CMSs are like our favorites at this point of time for multiple odd reasons. And why are these our favorites, and on what basis you should choose these CMSs, I'm not going to cover in this video. These are covered in the other videos of mine. You can go check out that. It has complete detail of how do you choose a CMS, what CMS is used for what use case, and which industries normally use these CMSs in different aspects. Now, obviously, right, this is like a simple quadrant diagram which shows you like at what stage are you in your company and what CMSs you should be using. Like when you're in early stage, as I already told you, you could be using Wix or WordPress. Now, when you slowly start moving and you are slowly scaling your company, obviously there are some people on Drupal, Joomla, Webflow and stuff. But when you get into that enterprise level, right, you know that your tech stack has to be top notch, and you slowly start moving to headless CMSs. But yeah, when you become a larger enterprise, you look for like a SaaS-based system, SaaS-based headless CMS, like Contentful and Sanity. Obviously, the reason why they are good, and they help you in different use cases. Those are the information that you can gather from my other videos. I would not want to cover it here. Now, I will also second this with a multiple other stats, which will give you an example of why you should change your tech stack today from, say, a WordPress or a Webflow. 80% of the business that don't have a headless architecture today say that they plan to implement it in the next 2 years. Now, that is 80%. And you should look at that. I'm emphasizing on the 80% because you should understand that people are slowly transitioning. 83% of the respondents who have implemented Jamstack approach and anticipate a lower total cost of ownership over the next 3 years. In fact, for people whom we have done the same, they have seen a reduction in the total cost of ownership. 86% of the marketers and large enterprises are frustrated with the current CMS. And we have seen so many of our clients come in with the same request that their marketing team finds it so difficult to work with the CMS. The customization is bad. Can you please help us move to a better stack? And that's exactly how we have moved a lot of the clients to a better stack, to better headless CMS, to headless CMS, not like a better headless CMS, obviously, to a headless CMS from these conventional CMS, traditional CMS. So after 3 years of using headless CMS, 582% ROI, 300% productivity boost, 6 months of payback period, and this is not what we are saying. This is what Forrester is saying, and I think you should actually look at this from a very serious perspective, because there are companies who have increased their ROI by going into headless CMS. I have already told you big names are using these CMSs. These are different CMSs: Sanity, Contentful, Builder.io. The CMS that we use, and look at the companies that they use. These CMS. Sanity is being used by, say, Coda, Anthropic, Cloud, Phantom. Directus is being used by Bose, Walmart, Kia, Mercedes. Strapi is being used by eBay, IBM. A lot of the big companies. Payload is being used by Basics, obviously Bugatti, and I can go on and on. And this is like a typical architecture of how a headless CMS setup would look like in your, like a typical architecture of the website, where CMS is there, you have a front end, you have analytics and tracking, for which you're using Mixpanel or Hotjar. There are A/B testing, email marketing, where you're using Sanity, HubSpot, CRMs, SEO optimization tools, and all of this. This is like a typical architecture that we follow. Now, obviously, there are so many other proofs like Crab things, which is 78% increase in the conversion rate. These are some of the Intuit says the 10x increase in content production after they started using Sanity as a CMS. SumUp says 20 plus language supported using Sanity. Big Commerce has also been using it, so 77% of the increase in blog production because of it. So there are numbers, like even for Contentful right now, Contentful enabling Naranjas to perfect its mobile first strategy and lightning fast page loading with that wows customers. 141% increase in leads and 21% increase in mobile traffic. And these are numbers which in itself shows you that what is the perfect example of a company which has gone headless and has reaped its fruits. So even for the matter of fact, BMW had its challenges, which is disjointed and monolithic CMSs, made updating dealer websites a cumbersome and resource-heavy task. So outcome was Contentful is enabling BMW to connect with digital customers through on-brand localized content to drive engagement. So this in itself, 47% increase in test drive bookings, 61% increase in contact submissions. And this is what, and when I say contact submissions, right, that obviously, if that comes to something very important that even we face, like we have so many submissions that is coming up to us. People are searching for us, people are coming to us, obviously because we went from a traditional setup to a headless setup. Now, if you're confused about which headless CMS to choose, obviously you can book a call with us. I have many other videos where I speak about what is the correct way of choosing a CMS and what you have to choose for what conditions, based on your business, based on the problems that you're facing, based on the current team setup, and a lot more other factors as well in terms of pricing, scalability, all of these things. So you can have a look at that. My name is Bishan and I run this focused company called BCM Tech. We predominantly focus on headless CMS. We have been working with clients across the globe, and these are some of our clients. Obviously, there are a lot many clients. These are some of our testimonials where we work with multiple CMSs, be it Builder.io, be it Directus, be it Sanity, and how our customers speak highly of us because of the kind of solutions that we have delivered for the customers, and we have delivered it for clients across the globe in different time zones as well. So that should not be a problem at all. Now, in terms of Upwork, we have 3 different Upwork profiles, and all of them are 100% job success. As I already told you, we work with 10 plus headless CMS. You name the CMS, we have worked with it. And we also work with composable commerce, Marisa being a prominent one right now that we are working with. Now, apart from this, right, like when we take a project into consideration, and when we take a project, we make sure that it's just not about development. We also make sure that the SEO is taken care of. We have understood the landscape of SEO last year and how it has changed over a period of time. And that's exactly why we ourselves are ranking in different places with different keywords, different intent-based keywords. So, for example, since we deal with headless space, right, we would want to be ranking for different headless CMSs. So, best Sanity CMS agency, our name comes up. When you look at different locations, say best Next.js agency in New York, our name comes up. So that is exactly how we have done it for ourselves, but also we have done it for the clients. These are some of the results that we have given our clients, how our total impression and total click-through rate is increasing, and that in itself shows how we have been predominantly doing well in the space of headless CMS and how we have been helping clients. Now, this is what I was talking about, the contact form submission, and how we are getting all of these submissions as well. This is just one example of it, just to show you that we have been doing considerable amount of work and considerable amount of meetings that we have been taking from clients. And these are some of the meetings as well. I just wanted to show all of these things just so that you understand that this is what happens when you move from a traditional setup to a headless setup. So having said this, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this really helped you. But at the end of the day, you should understand, if you are in that space, for example, in the space of WordPress, Webflow, Wix, and all of this, they are like renting small apartments when your business really needs a custom built office, right? Now you have reached a stage where you need a custom built office, so obviously you should plan on moving to that. So yes, having said that, we have 20 hours of free development time, which you can capitalize, utilize, book a meeting with us, let us know what your plans are, and we can help you understand this landscape, and we can help you guide to the best headless CMS as well. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Please share, subscribe, and like the video. Thank you.